A 22-year-old who shot and killed a man during a 2010 home invasion is going to prison for life. Andrew Belcourt was 19 when he and an accomplice beat and terrorized a man, ransacked his Fernwood apartment as they looked for drugs and money. Today, a judge put the pair behind bars, ordering the gunman to stay there with no chance of parole for 17 years. And tonight, the victim's family is praising police and the justice system, saying they are thankful that the violent Belcourt will no longer pose a threat to others. CTV's Stephen Andrew reports.
My poor brother, he went to hell. I mean, it's horrible what they did to him. They beat him and he... must have been so scared.
The family of a man shot during a home invasion is happy the man convicted of his murder will stay in prison for many years.
That guy is scary. And that somebody like that needs to be behind bars for a long, long time.
A judge handed Andrew Belcourt a life sentence today with no chance of parole for 17 years in the shooting death of Lesley Hankel. His accomplice, Samuel McGrath, will serve 14 years for manslaughter. The last time Lesley Hankel spent time with his entire family was Christmas 2009. Shy, awkward, and living with a mental illness, the 52-year-old often tried to avoid having his picture taken. Less than 3 months later, his body would be pulled out of his Fernwood apartment. 18 hours later, a massive hunt for his killer led police to arrest the then 19-year-old Andrew Belcourt. During his trial, the court learned it was Belcourt's stepfather who turned him in. Neither Belcourt or McGrath knew Hankel, but they erroneously believed that he was a drug dealer. On the night of the murder, they dressed themselves in dark clothing, masks, gloves, and carried a shotgun, breaking down his front door, terrorizing the victim and beating him as they searched his home for money and drugs. Then Belcourt shot him.
He was a very kind person, and he did not deserve this. Nobody deserves to die like this. It was senseless murder.
During his trial, Belcourt testified he was just unlucky the gun went off, but the jury didn't believe him, convicting him of second-degree murder. Prosecutors are pleased with the sentence and say the conviction hinged on witness testimony.
It was really tough for them to come through, especially some associates of Mr. Belcourt's, and their evidence, I think, was really key to this prosecution.
The victim's family is also happy with the verdict.
Especially for Belcourt. Such a young person and so violent. I'm just really glad no one else is going to get him for a while.
Belcourt will be close to 40 when he is first eligible for parole. The family of the victim hopes he will be much older before he is released. Stephen Andrew, CTV News, Victoria.